Hello and welcome, and I am Dogbert. This is a follow-up to the new Mystic challenges I recorded previously to show you how to walk through it on Dogbert. Thought it'd be a good idea to show you on catbert too, because these challenges are pretty much made for one team. So for some evidence, sorry about that, you look at this row down here. This would probably be my go-to team, the Eternals, Cloak and Dagger, Doom. You'd think, a 7/7 Cloak, a Gear 16 Doom, a Gear 16 level 87 Icarus 5/5, a 5/6 Dagger, and a 5/5 Gear 15 Cersei would be enough. No! They get owned. Get fucked. If you don't bring in Darkhold, you will not get past stage 4. I couldn't get past stage 5 with my Darkhold, obviously. They actually did last pretty long, but it just couldn't happen. Let's show you some vids. So in some of my early attempts, I noticed that the Cloak and Dagger were dying very quickly, so I brought Deathpool in for some extra hit points. Along with, Dr. Doom, you'd think this would be a good team. In reality, the problem all comes down to you got to get rid of that Gambit because he's just going to destroy you. But you can't really get him down too quick. He is very thick, very big. This is one of the few times I actually got Cloak to go off. As you can see, Deathpool not doing too good. Dagger actually got to take a turn. She usually dies pretty quick depending on who Gambit goes after. And because you have this preloaded turn meter coming from Mr. Sinister, he clones somebody right away. You also have the problem of File of L, who will clear off some debuffs. You can see this team is already pretty beat up. You wouldn't expect that. There goes Dagger. Just trying to spread some debuffs. Okay, we have Doom go off. He saves Deathpool. We are actually able to get rid of Gambit. But really couldn't do much after this, and we ended up dying later. So even that team couldn't make it through. And here we have what you would think would be the go-to team. Cloak, Dagger, Doom, Icarus, and Cersei here. I also brought in Morgan sometimes, but sometimes she'd get cloned. That'd be a problem. So I tried just fitting in both Eternals and Cloak and Dagger. Figured they were pretty well geared. Maybe they would do something. And as you can see, it's not going well. Dr. Doom, Gear 16. Doesn't matter, he's dead. So here we have a video. I started a little late on the recording, just doing Morgan's ultimate on turn 1. This is that full Darkhold. You saw how weak they are, except for Morgan. They're Gear 14, level 75. And what you're going to see is just a totally different thing. This challenge is definitely designed for you to bring Darkhold. You don't have full Darkhold? Well, get fucked, Commander. Fuck you, pay me. You're going to have to buy them. Now, you would think that the first tier, I can understand the 5th tier being more difficult, maybe needing Darkhold or Dormhold, but this is the first tier where you start just getting teal gear. You'd think that this would be a little bit more forgiving, allow players who don't have Dormammu or something like that, who are still working on DD5 such as catbert, to not really pigeonhole into this team. It's one thing to have fun and figure out a kill order like I did here. Needed to control Gambit. Pyro just kind of dies. You just kind of kill the clone off as you can. You see Moondragon just died. You really need to get rid of that Gambit though as quick as possible. Get him under control. But it's just not fun to be forced into a single team like this. And if you don't have it, you're not getting past this. Even with the incredible gearing had on those characters, they just can't stand. And we get the Darkhold perfectly fine. There you can see we got rid of the Gambit. We got the second wave. Now it's very important in this wave to kill the OG Doctor Strange, not the Heartless. Because turn 1, he will revive somebody. Somebody you probably don't want. If you killed Gambit first, it would be Gambit. After this, you need to get on to Maddie. You need to kill her. If Maddie gets off, she's going to do a lot of damage. That's why we have, thankfully, she's a controller and got ability block thanks to Morgan. After Maddie, your priority target becomes Emma. She's quite annoying, constantly throwing out blind. You can just kill Sinister and Heartless. Heartless on this wave is not that scary, actually. You can see the annoyance of Sinister getting a second clone already. So not sure what kind of abilities they've gotten or how he gets so much energy so quickly. Or it could just be my non-knowledge of Madeline prior. But they did, of course, front load him with speed, that's for sure. You also have Mighty Thor. Once she does her thing, thankfully she has long cooldowns. So you won't have to deal with her too much. I was stuck behind Wong as the taunt, because like I said, that clone is random. It doesn't go to one specific person. And I got stuck behind a Wong. Just when you think you always have him dead, he heals back up, constantly hitting you. There you go, you got Sinister healing him. So I end up having to try to stun him with Agatha, which I got. And then finish him off with Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch actually is very handy to have if you do not have Dormammu. You gotta build her up anyway for the Horsemen, so might as well use her. You find out since she's really not that bad of a character. Just that she's not that great of a character. Thank God for Morgan's special, her healing herself back up to full. So I had the chance here to take out Heartless. And then we can take out Sinister. That was just me taking advantage of that. So we come into the final wave. This Ultron is not to be messed with either. He can one-shot you pretty easily if he gets his ultimate off and he has those buffs. You kill Adam Warlock finally for the first time. He's really a non-factor. You thought he'd be more of a factor, but he wasn't. You always get stuck behind the Sif taunt. Thankfully, there's only a Mighty Thor and a Valkyrie. It doesn't seem too bad. You just kind of bring them down as you can. And then there's the bots. This is where Strange Heartless comes in with his basic being like a cleave. You can kill all those bots in one shot. So we got rid of the taunt there. Now we just target, use the basic. The bots are gone. Ultron won't get his buffs and be able to one-shot somebody. Plus we can use Scarlet Witch since her cooldowns were there. When her basics like that, it puts those extra debuffs up. Don't forget about that. You can see what a difference just being the Darkhold team compared to some of the best characters out there. And how this node is really just designed for them. I imagine this is going to be the same story for Node 5, but definitely going to need some bigger Darkhold characters. Need to build them up a bit more. You can see this is where the handiness of healing up Strange Heartless. That's where Scarlet Witch comes in. Now we have a Loki drop, and that's the final drop. As we just take out the Asgardians and Adam Warlock. Nice thing is, Loki does not do mind control his turn 1 like he normally does. He brings out the summons that gives you some breathing room. See, we just continue to work on it. That Doctor Strange basic comes in so handy. kill Adam Warlock finally. He was already from the very first start of the match. Very first wave. And there goes, we're going to be taking out Mighty Thor. All that's left is Loki. And we have 3-starred the tier 4 challenge. But just remember, it's Darkhold, Dormhold, or get fucked, Commander. Until next time.